So you have a video podcast and you have multiple cameras. Multiple camera angles can help increase engagement. It could also make your podcast look really professional. In this video, I'm going to show you how you'll be able to sync all those camera angles and get the audio synced up. You can use plenty of video editing apps. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do it on Final Cut Pro. There are like two different ways to do it. I'm going to show you both. We're going to first import our clips. So down here, I have two clips. I have one from a SD card. I had one camera that was recording onto an SD card, and the other one was recorded via Ecamm Live. So the other camera had my computer connected directly to it, and it was just taking the feed. So we're going to just select these two, or I'm gonna hold down Shift and select the other one. Make sure both of them are selected, or you can just select them, like drag on the mouse. So once you have those two selected, what you're going to do is double tap or left click. For me, it's double tap. And I'm going to hit new multicam clip. Once you do that, a window will pop up. You can name it. I'll just name it multicam. And there's a little box that says use audio for synchronization. Yeah, of course we're going to do that. And you're just going to hit OK. And it's pretty quick. It's gonna do its thing here. All right, it was able to sync up the clips. So I'm editing here, and one thing I forgot to mention was how to see the angles. So what you got to do is go to the top here in Final Cut Pro, hit the view, and then you show in viewer angles. Then you'll be able to see the angles. All right, have fun. Now, this is the multicam clip. So what we're going to do now is drag it to the timeline. So there are two clips here. So if you press the number 1, it'll show you clip number 1 on the main timeline. So the way this is going to work is 2 is for clip 2, 1 is for clip 1. So if I hit if I'm here and I hit clip 1, it'll change, and that'll clip 2. So as you notice, once I hit it, that's a cut. So we hit play, that's a cut. It's cutting. It's cutting as we're doing that. So this method of syncing your audio and video is great, but one issue that comes up is the audio source for each video is different. So the Ecamm Live video, that audio is great. It sounds good. But the other camera angle from the side, that audio is actually on camera audio, and it's not the best. But Final Cut Pro was able to use it to sync up the audios to make them look good, right? But we can't use that audio. But when we go to the clip, which is clip 1, the audio changes from that particular audio from the camera. It doesn't sound good at all. So the way that I like to work around that is by doing this. So let's start over. So I normally start back from the top. Let's just delete the whole thing. And I'm going to go to Ecamm clip, drag it to the timeline, double tap or right click it and hit detach audio. Now, what I'm going to do is select that audio. I'll right click it and select new compound clip, and I'll just say audio. So now that's right there, and I'll just delete this here. And what I'm going to do is go into the multicam clip here, drag it to the timeline, and double tap inside of it. So what I'm looking for is where the Ecamm Live audio clip comes into play. So if we look, it's not instant. It's about 19 seconds. So 1907. So what I'm going to do is hit the marker there, but just remember the time, 1907. So I'm going to hit back, and now we're back to the main multicam clip. And I'm just going to go here and you can just type in 19, but we're going to just do that. All right, 1907. And what I'm going to do is put a marker there for 1907 and find audio and drag it to that point. If it didn't do that, if yours is kind of like not able to stick like that, you can also hit this here, make sure that this is activated. Snapping is like the best thing in Final Cut Pro. It just makes everything stick the way it's supposed to, so you're not fighting to find that, fit it here and make it move. It's gonna be perfect. So now that we did that, when we start clipping it, the audio, all we gotta do is put the volume down on it, on each. Everything is going to be perfect because the audio is now on the timeline. It's basically saving you a lot of headache, right? So now when we start clipping it, let's go to a part where we start talking.
Welcome back to the Good Podcast. This podcast is about Gil.
The audio is now good, and it's coming from the Shure SM7B versus the scratch audio. And you don't want that each camera angle having different audio. It doesn't sound or look professional at all. All right, so that was the method number 1 to sync up your audio and video. That one, it's really good for like multiple camera angles, like up to like 5 or 6. It's really dope. This next method also works for it, but to me it's one of my favorites. I like to use this method over the multicam actually. So let's get into it. All right, so we're back in Final Cut Pro, and what we're going to do is do what we did before. So we'd select the Ecamm Live clip or one of our video clips, and then the camera clip. And what I'm going to do is double click it here and hit synchronize clips. So use audio, disable audio components on. So let's just hit OK, and the clip should be synchronized. Now it's going to be this one here. It looks like a little link chain. So what I'm going to do is drag the synchronized clip onto the timeline and double tap. And what I'm going to do here is find where the audio starts. So I think like we'll just do it like right here. We're going to swipe up, blade tool, trim off the fat. And what we're going to do is Command A, select all, copy, Command C, go back. We're going to delete this clip and then paste. So now we have the clip on the timeline. It's not in a compound clip or anything. So now what we're going to do is find the good audio, which is the Ecamm Live clip, and we're going to double tap it. We're going to right click it and detach audio. And we're going to go to the clip at the bottom, the other camera angle, and put the volume down. So right there, what that does is when we cut the clips, so what we're going to do is, let's say every 5 to 10 seconds, I like to change the camera angle. So we're going to change the camera angle here. The way I do that is by Command B and then selecting the next clip here and hitting V. So then now that's how it'll look. So then if I want to swap to the next angle, Command B and then V to bring it back up, to make it back visible.
Welcome back.
I like this one because I like to see everything on the timeline. The multicam clip, it's there, but I like to make sure I see everything. This also makes it really easy to color grade because the multicam clip, in theory, you should have already edited the video, and in most cases it's not like that. So with this method, I'm able to make a few adjustments to the colors, to the audio. I'm able to just do some more work on if I wanted to, whereas the multicam, it's not that flexible. So in theory, I would just keep doing Command B with the blade tool, make make invisible, find a part where I want to, and then hit Command B, make the next part visible. So then it will look like that. So the color grading aspect, you can do it any type of way you want to. But one thing that I really like to do is, let's say I get to the point where I'm color grading and I color grade this clip here, which is the bottom clip. And I really like it. And I really like this color grade. I can save this effect and just hit example. And I can now have the preset example anytime I want to. Or I can just say copy and then find and then just hit Command Shift V to copy those effects from before and hit paste. So then now this will in theory match that. It just makes it really fun and easy. But yeah, that's how I would go about using multiple cameras and synchronizing their audio and the video for a video podcast. Hope y'all enjoyed this quick video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.